What is up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sheneller and this channel is all about travel and lifestyle. So if that interests you, make sure you take a look around and subscribe to join the family. Before getting into this video, I just want to take a second to say that I hope you guys are all safe and at home. I know quarantine can be a really difficult time for some of us to adjust, especially if you're used to going out a lot, but staying at home is really the best thing that you can do for yourself and for those that you love. So yes, I hope you are all safe and at home. So today marks 30 days of quarantine for us here in Sri Lanka, and during this time I've actually been able to complete something that I haven't been able to do for so long, which is basically to complete a 30-day yoga program with Yoga with Adriene. This video is perfect for you if you are looking to start Yoga with Adriene's 30-day program and if you want to know what you can gain from it. A couple of the things I'll be discussing is who is Adriene, what can you expect to gain in 30 days of doing yoga consecutively, mentally and physically? Can you do 30 days of yoga with anyone else or does it have to be with Yoga with Adriene? Is this program beginner friendly? How effectively does she check your alignment? Some advice to help you complete the program in 30 days consecutively. Changes that I have experienced personally. And do you have to do it in 30 days consecutively or can you take your time to do it? So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So if you type yoga or yoga for beginners on YouTube, the first 3 videos that'll pop up will definitely be Yoga with Adriene's videos. This is because she has over 6 million subscribers on YouTube and all her programs and videos are completely free. This is crazy value because Adriene is a wonderful instructor and she has a very warm and welcoming personality and it almost feels like she's in the room with you. Can you do it with anyone or does it have to be Yoga with Adriene? Personally, I've only done it with Adriene, and in real life I have attended a few studio classes. I did feel like Adriene's presence was similar to having a real instructor by you, except it kind of feels like Adriene is your friend and she's just holding your hand and guiding you along on the journey, which is even better actually. What are the physical and mental changes that you can experience by doing yoga for 30 days consecutively? Let's start with the physical changes. My arms are my weakest links. I could barely do 10 push-ups when this started. I've definitely noticed my arms getting stronger. Along with that, so have my quads and my glutes. I've noticed more definition, more strength, and definitely more tone in them. My core is much tighter than before and definitely I can see some definition coming in. It's not to say that I've lost weight or anything, but I do feel stronger. And I have to mention that my balance has improved greatly. At just 2 weeks, I was suddenly holding very tough poses for longer than I could when I first began. So what are the mental benefits or the mental results that you can experience? The action of committing to doing one task every single day and completing it gave me this really huge sense of accomplishment, which had like a snowball effect on everything else that I did throughout the month. Especially in this time of quarantine when everything from my sleep cycle to my work routine has been like all over the place. Doing one session of Yoga with Adriene every single day and committing to it has really become the anchor in my day-to-day life. This action of committing to something, this one small task and completing it every single day gave me more confidence to add more new habits into my routine, which I found was really great actually. I definitely felt much more mental clarity and I found myself trying to exercise more patience in situations where I would have just not before. One really important thing that I found as a mental change is the way Adriene trains you to change the inner self-talk that you have with yourself. We don't realize it, but sometimes we can be our own worst critic, and the way you talk to yourself inside your head is something that we don't pay attention to. But the way she talks to you while you're doing the session and repeatedly meeting with her on the mat for 30 days has really changed the way that I speak about myself. It's definitely more forgiving and definitely a lot kinder, which is something that we can all be a little kinder to ourselves. Can a complete beginner do this program? I am a complete beginner, guys. If I can do it, trust me, you can. What I love about Adriene is that she takes yoga, the wholesome form of yoga, which is the poses, the terminology and the spiritual and mental aspect of it, and she gives you the whole package by breaking it down into small bite-sized digestible pieces, which is great for beginners like us. So yes, definitely beginner friendly. And she slowly works you up gently to like really hard days, and then after that she will soften it down for a few more days with gentle practices. She ensures that you get stronger and better, but in a very gentle and loving process, which is what I love the most about this program. The program ranges from 15 to 20 minutes per day, and the longest session I've had with her was 40 minutes, which was the last session, the 30th day. So it's definitely not a very time consuming practice. Sometimes I found myself wishing I spent more time on the mat with her, so it's something that you can definitely fit into your day. Also, it's great because she never pushes you to try and be perfect, nor does she push you to go out of your way, but she invites you to really get to know your body and your limits, and really just do and go as far as what you feel is best for you. And I feel this is really great, that anybody can join the practice and not have the fear of having an injury by forcing yourself to do a pose that you're not ready for. Which leads me to my next question, is how effectively does she adjust your alignment? She spends a lot of time in the practice itself teaching you how your body should be aligned, and if you do listen to her and take her instructions, you will definitely be on your way to the correct alignment. But also, she understands that everybody's bodies are different and can achieve different things at different levels, and invites you to just take a step forward, but only as far as you can. So again, inviting you to go as far as you are comfortable and just have your own journey with your own yoga practice. The next question is it worth doing the 30-day program consecutively, or can I do it as I please when I can? Now, I've done it both ways. The first 4 days I did it inconsecutively, and that was because I was not in quarantine and I had a lot of work going on, etc. And in those 4 inconsecutive days, while I did enjoy the practice, I didn't feel the benefits of when I started the next 4 days consecutively. Within the first 5 days of doing it consecutively, I felt far more benefits than I did when I did it inconsecutively. Now, this is completely up to you and what your schedule is like, and if you want to do it every other day or whenever you can, that's completely up to you as well. But if you can, definitely try to do it in 30 days, because what you feel and what you gain will be different from if you were to do it inconsecutively. I think the beauty of this practice is committing to it for 30 days, because when you do that, the skill and knowledge that you develop along the way really help you acquire what you need to apply this knowledge to other things in other parts of your life, and to accomplish even more things and achieve even more tasks in your life. And I feel like that has been the greatest takeaway. More than the physical benefits or even the mental benefits, it's the confidence I gained from knowing that I was able to commit to something for 30 days and do it, and that means I can apply that same knowledge and skill to other things. So I definitely walked out of this practice of 30 days feeling far more confident in myself. Some advice to help you complete this journey consecutively. So some days will be harder than others for you to get onto the mat, but I promise you that if on the first day itself, when you feel like you don't want to go onto the mat to do this session, just get yourself onto the mat and press play, because that is the hardest thing to do. Because once you press play, Adriene will be there to lovingly guide you along on the journey, and you will definitely come out of the practice feeling better physically and mentally. And once this happens, all you need to do is hold on to this feeling and know that every time you get on the mat, you'll come off feeling better. Another thing that really helped me was social accountability. I actually started posting a quick time lapse of my session every day on my social media, and this kind of helped me because I knew it was inspiring other people to join on the journey along with me as well. But something that happened to me was, along the way, I realized that the narrative of doing a session every day changed from I have to do this every day to I want to do this every day. Which is why, beyond the 30 days, I'm still continuing this practice with Adriene, and I think I will continue as long as I feel like it. Some changes that I experienced personally. My main and most time-consuming work is video editing, which means that I'm seated in one place on my laptop, and most of the time with very bad posture for a very long time. So this obviously led to me having a consistent backache, and I actually visited a physiotherapist hoping to get some relief as well. Intuitively, I did know that if I were to practice yoga consistently, I would strengthen my back and that I would alleviate the pain. And I can safely tell you that I haven't experienced any back pain since the first week of my journey into this program. My back pain has disappeared and not shown up again. So here's another thing that changed for me that might really interest the ladies out there. I don't know if this is directly related to me doing yoga for 30 days, but I feel like it is. For me personally, the first day of my period is a very painful day. I'm actually quite immobile, and I was concerned that I might not be able to finish my 30 days of yoga consecutively because of this. But what actually happened was the first day came and went, and I experienced minimal pain, and I was able to very comfortably do my practice as well. Now, I was quite surprised, pleasantly surprised. So while I don't know if this is directly related to doing 30 days of yoga, I am very thankful for this experience. And finally, I learned how to breathe properly. Now I know what you're thinking, Chanel, we all know how to breathe properly. But do you really? I know we all think that breathing in and out is breathing, but real breathing happens when you breathe in from your nose while expanding your stomach and breathing out from your mouth while contracting your stomach. How many of you guys knew that? Comment down below. So this is actually a very deep and cleansing way of breathing, and I found myself breathing like this off the mat and actually taking a second to take very deep cleansing breaths throughout the day, and I really enjoy this, and I highly recommend that you try it as well. And finally, I hope this video motivates you to start your own journey with yoga with Adriene. And if you are watching this video while you are midway, congratulations, I am applauding you and encouraging you to keep going because you will not regret it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, and in true Adriene style, namaste.